Come out of the box.
Hello YouTube, cheers and welcome to the basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
And I'm D-Boy Slim.
And the basement is the first daily hip hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip hop culture and the world around it, but you know that already. So welcome back, family. Let's face it, Atlanta is the new hip hop mecca. It is. And the sound that has changed hip hop to what it is today, that's where it comes from. So, today we want to give back to the game, give back to the community. Give all you watchers some music you may know, some music you may need to go check out. All from Atlanta. Listen, don't forget, please press that subscribe button, press the like button. Let us know you love real hip hop debate like we do. Also, the link is in the description, as always, as how to purchase the beats you hear throughout today's episode and every episode. All Team Box Cutter. Anyway, we get to it. Today's question. Who are the top 5 rappers all time from Atlanta? With that being said, Lego.
What's going on out there, YouTube? Today we checking back in with the top 5 all time of Atlanta. A-Town.
A-Town. The music, the hip hop music mecca, R&B music mecca.
It's no secret nowadays. They're at the forefront. They're the driving force of music as far as sound, style, slang,
beats,
also albums and album sales, probably over the last decade or so. So, with that being said,
well, I want to do something different. Y'all know how we do our top 5. He does his 5 through 2, I do my 5 through 2, and then we reveal our number 1. Today I want to do something a little different. We already know. We've done enough shows, and I'm going to put them all up here for you while I'm talking. Who our number 1 and our number 2 is. And if I'm correct, number 1, Andre 3000.
It's Andre in my book.
Okay.
Can't argue that.
No need to describe it. Go back and check those shows you see right there on the screen. My number 2, I'm sure is his, T.I.
Tip. No secret there.
Once again, no need to explain. We just gonna go straight to it, y'all. Let's get this debate on the road. Alright? Number 3, all time, from Atlanta, Stat Quo. Stat Quo. That's me. That's me.
That's me.
That's me. If you don't know, now you know. Check it out. The man from 2003 to right now has some of the most diverse rhyme schemes. And just to let it know, when I talk about mine, I got 4 criteria. Number 1, pure rap and poetic skill. He's got it. Musical sonic creativity. You can't go wrong messing with that Dungeon Family. You can't go wrong messing with organized noise beats. Musical sonic creativity. Style, voice, and syllabalistic prowess. Number 3, this man goes fast, he goes slow. He has the pauses. He has all you need for syllabalistic prowess, how he puts his syllables in place and where he rhymes them on. And cultural influence, that's my number 4. Some may say, nah, how does he have that cultural influence? Well, check it out. Just go check it out. You're talking about somebody who's rhymed with Eminem, Busta, G-Unit, Game, 50 Cent, Shady Aftermath signed him, and there's been no drop off in his lyrics, in his content. Stat Quo, check him out. I'm gonna give you some songs to hear from, but I want to hear who your number 3 is, so we can go ahead and get this debate rolling.
Before the show, me and my partner go over a few things to make sure we present a quality show for you guys viewing us. And he made it seem as though we didn't discuss who our top 5 were, but he made it seem as though he had a list that was just, gonna blow me out the box or something. I actually was on my toes. Like, I thought he was gonna make it hard for me, where I have to do some shaking and baking out here, but
You have to. If you don't know Stat Quo, you don't know Atlanta. You don't know Atlanta hip hop.
You don't know Atlanta hip hop.
now listen. All jokes aside, I know who Stat Quo is.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny to even hear you say that, because I had forgotten who Stat Quo was actually.
A lot of people
so,
do.
You bringing him back up, that's kind of funny. I was one of the few dudes back then that listened to Stat Quo. Neither here nor there. I'm not going to waste my time or the people's time talking about Stat Quo. Enough respect to, because he used to do his thing. But out of all the rappers in Atlanta, the B.o.Bs you forgot. I
ain't forget them.
The big boys
I ain't
of
forget
Atlanta,
them.
legendary. Future now. Cool breezes that don't get mentioned often when these conversations come
I ain't forget them.
about Atlanta. You pick Stat Quo.
Stat Quo.
Listen, my number 3 all-time Atlanta, cee-lo. cee-lo Green, some call him. Nas Barkley, some may remember him by. Those of us that was, privileged and old enough to remember Goody Mob, the good die mostly over bullshit. Yeah, right from the get-go, right from the gate, he let you know where he was at. cee-lo Green, who coined the phrase, or should I say helped coin the phrase, Dirty South in the first place, for those of you that don't know.
Okay.
Dirty South, which they would tell you stood for, I think, the southwest part of town, is Jonesboro South in Atlanta. They coined the phrase Dirty South. Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something is a joint with Outkast. Classic Dungeon Family, Outkast, and Goody Mob joint, cee-lo Green.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the hooks. From the hooks to the lyrics, he's one of the most underrated, probably, lyricists of all time. I think it gets overshadowed because cee-lo can sing, cee-lo does this, cee-lo does that. But lyrically, he's one of the more underrated MCs of all time. And your favorite MC from Atlanta is going to tell you, cee-lo is not a game. It's no joke with him, with them bars and going in that booth and tearing it down. cee-lo Green, number 3.
Just a dispute, man. cee-lo as a rapper. cee-lo can sing and he produces, and I had a hard time
to leave him out is disrespectful.
I had a hard time not putting them.
You say Stat Quo,
yeah,
right?
but Stat Quo. Listen,
yo,
what do you say? Fuck being humble. I used to work at McDonald's, frying chicken at churches, serving my niggas combos. You may die or pressure eat you alive. Woo! For the sake of my son and my mama, I had to survive. Like, when it comes down to the lyrics, to talking about these streets, to talking about what it meant
I
to
wonder
be
if they put
in
these
Atlanta.
gates up to keep crime out or keep our ass in. Listen,
I remember that.
Classic.
But Get Up, Get Out, and Get
Classic.
Something was really his best verse.
That wasn't his best verse. Like I said, the verse I just spit was from Cell Therapy. That was the first single that they ever released. See what I'm saying? Like, see, those of y'all who know, please comment too. Leave in the comments if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Before you
cee-lo.
comment, go check out Stat Quo, and I'm going to show you which ones you need to check out. Go check out his song called Outcast. Go check it out. And when you're done with that, check out the song called Success. And then leave a comment. Let us know. Alright, that's what it is. Number 4, Cool Breeze. I didn't leave him out. Number 4, Cool Breeze. The first one to really say trap out of Atlanta. 1999. Okay? 1999. In EPGH. Check it out. If you need some music from him, Creatin'. Right? Creatin'. I know people where. Y'all need to know. Y'all need to know who Cool Breeze is. Another one who is Underrated. Another one who was underrated. This man was the first one that we really knew that was like, don't come to Atlanta and make money unless you talk to the Kings first. And he was one of them. He was the one that Dungeon Family had on their team that solidified their street cred, believe it or not. Find out who Cool Breeze is, right? Despite the lack of national acclaim, his influence in Atlanta, when we talk about cultural influence, anybody that's right now in Atlanta, there's a radio station that still has Cool Breeze do their intro. That's how much he meant down there, okay? Listen, Cool Breeze, check him out. My number 4. Oh, get these songs. Creating, Butter, musical creativity, sonic creativity. Another one, Black Gangster. He shows off some more lyrics. One of the best. He's even better than cee-lo. I know it's hard for you to believe, but these are rappers we're talking about, not singers. Go ahead. Who you got number 4?
Listen. Cool Breeze is nice.
Dead nice.
He's a nice lyricist, and I think he does get slept on when you talk about Atlanta MCs.
The originators.
However, when we're going to talk about and make a list of all-time MCs out of Atlanta, again, I feel it's a little disrespectful to leave somebody like Ludacris out of it. And that for that, my number 4 is Ludacris. Why is it disrespectful to leave someone like Ludacris out? Let me count the ways.
Let's bring up the Grammys. I hear you.
In case you thought it was a joke. And let me start by saying this. This guy was a radio disc jockey. This guy, I mean, he wasn't coming in saying I had all the keys, saying I bust my gun 100 times, I've been to prison for 80 years. He didn't come in with nothing. He was Chris Lover on the radio.
And Poon Daddy.
Yeah. Back for the first time, over 3 times platinum.
Born in Chicago, by the way.
Word of mouth.
Holla back.
Word of mouth. 3 times platinum.
Ooh.
By the way, he owns his own label with this too, Disturbing the Peace. By this time, he had already owned his own label. Chicken and Beer, again, 3 times platinum. Now let me just say this: I'm not one to base what I feel about an MC entirely on his record sales, but I do feel that it plays a part where they, when somebody says numbers don't lie, it speaks for itself that the masses were feeling his music. I've always given Ludacris his, I think, just due when it comes to being super lyrical. You could argue is his content as serious as the next one or whatever have you, but when it comes to just lyrics, bar for bar, Ludacris is one of the nicest. And furthermore, like the longevity. It's not just the record sales. There are few that's able to come out with 3 albums in the rap game, period. Let alone 3 that went platinum. 3 that sold over $1 million, multi-million on these records. So obviously, like I said,
what's his classics? The Cool Breeze has classics.
Classic what? Because classics. Like I said, when the album has went multi-platinum.
When the album has went multi-platinum,
I don't know, like,
he's the pop rapper. He's good. And again, I don't think that's disrespect. He is good. He's very good. He's a good rapper.
And I say that to say, like, there's only so many albums in history that's going diamond.
What if you talk about?
If you do your homework, there's only so many amount of albums that went diamond, which means there's only a few amount of artists, period. I don't care what genre you're talking about. Artists, period, that sold over 10 million albums, right? So if you talk about a guy that consistently sold 3 to 4 to 5 million albums, you saying classic? That's classic. That's classic music he's dropping. That's classic music he's dropping.
Give me a classic song. That's a classic.
Pimping All Over the World is
a hip hop classic.
That's a hip hop classic. That's a hip hop classic. Your mom can listen to and your kids can listen to. You know. Cool Breeze has classics for whom? The streets?
For hip hop.
Your mom? Or you know what? Because hip hop what? Atlanta? We're talking about the top
Ask
5 in Atlanta.
everybody. People don't even know that what their
Because
favorite
you just
is,
called him underrated. Now you saying he have hip hop classics.
He's got classics. He's
Which
underrated
one?
because the people who like the song don't even know that his name was Cool Breeze. The people who listen to Creating don't know that. Watch when you listen to it, you can go, oh, that was Cool Breeze.
Is he underrated or does he have classics?
He's got classics. A lot of underrated people have classics. A lot of them do.
So they're classic to whom? Just based on
hip-hop
upon what you saying?
Hip-hop, based on what the masses feel are classics.
So
That's
then
the same
if the masses feel that it was a classic, then how could it be underrated?
No, not what sold the most, but what sold in the club. There's a lot of albums that sell in the club you can dance to.
But who's deeming
not
it?
hip-hop
If you're
classics.
saying the masses are deeming it as a classic,
all the hip-hop historians
then how could it
look at
be
it as
under?
classics.
How could it be rated under then?
Less.
How could it be underrated if somebody else is rating it classic?
They can rate a song a classic. I think this whole album is underrated.
Let's move on.
All right. So number 5, Black Gangster. Check it out, man. Anyway, number 5, undisputed, Sahai the Prince. Check out Napoleon. Check out New Africa. And if you need more, check out his freestyle on Sway, 5 Fingers of Death. Sway in the Morning, 2017. This is recent. The man has been out, first of all, since 2005. So we're looking at a 12-year career. From then till now, the man has done everything when it comes to rap. His songs, song style, his lyrical ability, all of my criteria. Pure rap, poetic skill. The man is an activist. The man has music and sonic creativity. His voice unparalleled. His cultural influence. People know what it is. Just ask Sway. When Sway rolls his hand up at the end of his freestyle over the 5 Fingers of Death and called him the king, you can know what his influence is. Sahai the Prince, people. Sahai the Prince. Check it out. That's it. Number 5. Tell me who your number 5 is.
My number 5, of course, would be 2 Chainz, whom Sahai the Prince was featured on his album. Well, featured on the Players Circles album, and this is when he was Titty Boy. And I told Bruce beforehand.
Who had the best verse on that song?
I told Bruce beforehand that in order to understand 2 Chainz, you must understand Titty Boy.
I gotta pour a drink for this.
And again, those of you who followed and kept track, counting the points on the scoreboard, then you know that Titty Boy's been putting it down for Atlanta for a while. Under the guy whom I just mentioned with that Disturbing the Peace, when I think he was very largely underrated in the Players Circle group. This is when you were introduced to the Duffel Bag Boys. Wayne did the hook. You were wondering who was rapping. That was Titty Boy. From then on, like I said, I think was another underrated album which was under Disturbing the Peace, the Flight 360, which, as my partner is alluding to, Sahai may have had the best verse on the song that they had.
Sahai had the best verse on the song that they had.
He did.
Which, you know, there was a song with Raekwon that they had called Weight Dropping.
Can't answer that. Did he have the best verse?
Called Weight Dropping with Raekwon. And 2 Chainz had the best verse. So having the best verse is
Bait
nice.
and switch. Did he have the best verse?
Having the best verse is nice. Longevity.
When he was against the person
again,
who your number 5 is.
If you notice, everybody on my list has sustained longevity in the game. Sahai is nice. Screaming Read and Roll. However, top 5 Atlanta of all time, that has to go to Titty Boy, 2 Chainz. Not only for the success he's had under Good Music, Kanye's label now.
What's funny is Sahai the Prince is also under Good Music. Go ahead.
Did he just make my point or not?
No.
Did he just make my point or not? You know what? I was going to say more, but until he said that one, you know what? That's probably rests my case. Under Good Music, where he's the most successful artist under Good Music, obviously. You know,
it seems to me like you have the one criteria is the success. I have 4. And in pure rap poetic skill,
I could get
if you tell me that 2 Chainz is better than Sahai the Prince,
raps. It would take
in
us.
rap
It
skill?
would take us all day long to debate their rap skills and verses and how he.
Just tell me honestly, is he better? Is he a better rapper? Is he a better rapper than Sci-Hi the Prince?
He's twofold better rapper than Sci-Hi the Prince. Way better. His content stretches farther than
Sci-Hi the Prince.
Yes, obviously you haven't heard enough 2 Chainz or Titty Boy.
I've heard a lot of it.
Either one.
It doesn't come close to the content of Sci-Hi the Prince.
The ability,
talk about the Prince.
The ability to consistently make good music, good songs, not only that the club can use, not only that the dudes in the street can ride around and get money to, not only that your mom can dance to with and then your girlfriend to the birthday song. Sci-Hi doesn't have all of that in his catalog, and over a consistent period of time.
Sci-Hi has so many more concepts, man.
Period of time. He just doesn't. It doesn't add up.
It does. It
To
does.
what? Which ones? Which ones?
How about New Africa, where he's talking about people moving back to Africa, and he's talking about has a poet
Again.
and sitting there at the end.
Again, to have good concepts on your song is nice, and I do include that. But like I said, to consistently transition that into good music that the people have since said, this is why I go to the success and achievements of that.
He's got over 1 million views too.
Okay, we talking 1 million views. Like I said, you go to any one of 2 Chainz songs, it's over 5 to 10 million views. But like I said, you can go back to album sales. He is the most successful in album sales at good music right now today. That's a fact. And there's dudes on good music such as Pusha T. That's a fact. But like I said, this stems back to his Titty Boy days with Player Circle. Sci-Hi wasn't even around. And when he was, like I said, you ask anybody that listen to Atlanta music, it's Titty Boy before it's the Sci-Hi the Prince.
Sci-Hi raps better, better concepts.
Sci-Hi does not rap better than Titty Boy.
Okay, I'll tell you what, it is up to y'all. You guys listen to these. I'm going to say, give me the wrap up of the top 5. We got Andre 3000.
Andre's number 1, that's no question.
T.I. number 2,
That's
hands down.
No question.
My number 3 through 5 is Stat Quo, Cool Breeze, and Sci-Hi the Prince.
Though very, very good MCs. cee-lo is my number 3. Ludacris is my number 4. Number 5 is Titty Boy from Atlanta of all time. Y'all tell us what y'all think.
There it is. Holla back. I like that one. Please, y'all, go check these things out, man. I gave you the songs to check out. Napoleon and New Africa. Go check that out from Sci-Hi the Prince, by the way. Next.
Any shout-outs?
We got shout-outs. We got a lot of them. I'm going to go through them quick. Dennis Wells. Appreciate the comment. Yeah, basically, he says Tretch is worse. But I made sure that I want to shout you out, Dennis Wells. It's like the second or third time. Zentz, Z-E-N-S-T-Z. He said he watched Dolph talk and he hasn't seen no snitching. I agree, Zentz. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the comment. Lady Diamond so envied. Man, it's about time we had a female on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Little estrogen coming out. Lady Diamond, don't stop watching. Thank you for the comment. What's going on, TV? You didn't even leave a comment. I just want to give you a special one because I went through all the other videos and saw that every time we always skip reading your message for some reason. It's just luck of the draw. So I want to give you an extra special shout out. What's going on, TV? Thank you for watching. Thank you for keep watching. Wadi Umi said old ass niggas tweeting, talking about fighting, and posting pics with gray hairs all over their face. Yeah, they're both losers. I agree with you. We're talking about
Ridiculous.
the ridiculousness of Whack 100 and Tretch. Thank you, Wadi Umi. You always make my day with them funny comments. You too, Mr. Fleetwood. I said the same thing to you. You had some funny shit too. So excuse me. Dylan Posey or Dylan Posey. I think I've seen you before.
I like 7 Mile Rook's comments. Tretch by short yardage. Just subscribe. Salute. We appreciate the comments.
7 Mile Rook. Dylan Posey. Whack 100 is a fool and his mama's a hoe. I knew that was coming from somebody. Thank you, Dylan. Mr. Fleetwood, I already said. You went in. You was hilarious. Once again, thank you. All G's React. Go check out his show. He's got a show on YouTube, all G''S React. Go check him out. Thank you for the comment. And Sauce 302D, if you want to read this whole thing. Basically, he said Tretch called the man out and Rack responded. Same thing that D-Boy Slim was saying. These are all facts, you know. Trying to debate who's the most ridiculous is like trying to debate who died the worst. They're both dead. So yeah, they're both whack. They're both ridiculous in this context. So Sauce 302D, thank you. Everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please, if you haven't subscribed, press that subscribe button. Press the like button too.
We appreciate all the comments. Keep tuning in. We out of here.
Peace.